I'm going to be planting my tomato plants today in the tunnel. So this is how I mix up a little bit of compost with some raised bed or just any kind of flower and vegetable soil, and it has a lot of wood bits and stuff in it. So, and then there's about 6 cups in here, and then I'll add 1 cup of powdered milk, of course the wind is going to catch up now, so we're going to mix that up in there. And the powdered milk and this concoction helps with blight and blossom end rot. A lot of people use eggshells, but eggshells take so long to break down. It would be good for, when your kids are gardening, it would put the calcium in there then for them, but for you right now, I use the powdered milk to get that calcium in there. And then I'm adding a cup of Epsom salt. Like I said, this is like 6 cups of soil in here. Now, I've known people to use baking soda too, but I rather use that as a spray on my plants rather than in the hole. This is going directly in the hole to help with, like I said, the blight and the blossom end rot. And then every so often, as my plants are growing, I may add some more dried powder milk on top, but I usually don't have to. I usually don't have any trouble. The cows are playing over there. Usually don't have any trouble with blossom end rot after using this. So that's like 6 cups of compost or soil mixed with 1 cup of Epsom salt and 1 cup of powdered milk. And then what you're going to do, put a little bit in each hole as you plant. And then, so I have over 80 tomato plants that really should have been in the ground weeks ago, but the weather. So I'm going to get to that. So I'm planting these tomato plants. I just wanted to show you that good healthy soil grows more than just vegetables. It grows, let's see if we can't, oh, there they are. See all those worms already? Like, we're not getting very far, and there's worms everywhere, all sizes, baby ones, big ones. So that is good healthy soil. We have really worked on this, adding compost. As you can see, there's clay down in there, but adding compost into this, and the worms are they're just everywhere. Like, you don't have to go very far to find a good healthy worm. Look, there's one right there. And that is wonderful. That is what we've been working for. I'm very pleased to see all the worms. Very nice. Some of them are so big they scared me thinking it was a snake. I just wanted to show you that. And then I'll show you just take a handful of this, put in the bottom of the hole, put your tomato plant in there, plant it however you wish. This is how we do it. We have a great success with the tomato plants growing without blossom end rot. So I was able to get 35 tomato plants planted in this row, and I've got that many left. There is a storm coming through, so I'm going to button all this up and get out of here. My celery, 35 tomato plants planted, halfway done. I'm excited. So I'll get the rest of them in. Hoping to put some in the new greenhouse also. May have to up pot these until I can get them in there. But everything seems to be doing fine in here now. I'm going to show you how I up pot them, my plants. First of all, I want to tell you, I despise up potting. I think it's just a waste of time. I would much rather take my plants out of these trays, because this is what we start our seeds in, out of these trays and right into the ground. But sometimes the weather, the plants get too big, the weather's too wet, whatever it may be, you must up pot them for at least the time being. I got all these already done, getting ready to water them. I have a few more to do, 3 more to do, but I take my potting mix and one scoop of that and 2 scoops of just the simple flower and vegetable garden soil. It does have fertilizer in it, a little bit, just enough for the seedlings to get going. Plus we did the fish emulsion, but I will show you. So I mixed 2 scoops of that to 1 scoop of the seed starting mix, and that just gives it enough to plant its roots in again. Now this is the way I do it. It's not wrong or right. So just take a little pot, put a little bit of soil in it, enough to, a couple inches on the bottom. If they have let me show you on this one. If there's 2 in one, you must split them apart. That way they'll grow strong and healthy. And just take your time. There we go. So then they have the little seedling. They have the little seedling leaves. I take those off because they're going to fall off anyways. I'm going to plop this down in here and cover it up. Now I try to get it as deep as I can, because that's just going to make a healthier seed or a healthier root ball. So we just have 2 more to do. It's a good thing because I only have 3 more pots. So just a little bit of soil as far as it can go. And then I already planted 35 tomato plants in the tunnel, and I have probably 60 more to plant, which is fun. I'll get to it. And then with sometimes, certain times of the day it just gets too hot in that tunnel. So I just come out here and started doing this because this needed done. And I hate up potting. Like I said, I think it's rather just, plant from the tray. But I can't. Sometimes it's not feasible, but so at least I got this tray done now, and I can plant something else. Clean. Now we can plant something else in the water bed. Alright, thanks for joining me. Y'all come back.